So
Hello, we're
today,
live for Stout Sunday of December 19th, 2021. I'm in Louisiana where Louisiana Stout reviews Empire, Galaxy, Universe. And Beverage Ramble is in Georgia. And Michael Komaroff, the Stout King, is in Brooklyn, New York City, New York. So we got two southern states versus one northern so far. Probably get more people joining. We'll see. I put the link in the chat. Now, so I have a beer that I bought recently and knew nothing about. I just saw it on the shelf, and I'm like that. I just grab stuff, Oh, well, the price doesn't look too bad. Let me see, 10%. Okay, so this is a 10%er, and it's called Madre Mole Stout. And this is a photograph, not a drawing. No funny animals, nothing about the devil, like most craft beer. It's just no foolish jokes, idiocy. It's photos of different ingredients that might go into this. And there's a terracotta plate. That's kind of neat, huh? About time somebody made a classy craft beer can. There it is. I can't tip it sideways because I already opened it. It'll spill.
Madre Mole Stout.
Yeah, and it's 10% alcohol. IBU's not listed. It's from Shreveport, Louisiana, a company called the Seventh Tap Brewing. I don't know why they call it the Seventh Tap, but that's what I have. Now, Jean-Pierre, if I can get him off that addiction, that not so smartphone.
Right. I am good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the country, around the world on Stout Sunday. I am drinking I'm drinking Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout from New Holland Brewery. Exactly. I thought it was Left Hand, my bad, but New Holland, I've had this before. I already reviewed it, and 11% ABV. And I have poured a little bit more. I already poured some. A little bit more in my glass.
John confused his audience because he put a link to Left Hand Brewing, and everybody's looking it up thinking, the link doesn't work.
I'm sorry, because I picked it up yesterday. I said Left Hand. I said, wait a minute. And then I said, okay, Dragon's Milk. Bro. All right. Forgive me, everybody. 11% ABV, Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, New Holland Brewery, based in Michigan. That's what I'm consuming today. So, and I've ate already, and I have a lot of food in my stomach, so I'm good. This stout will be just fine for Sunday morning.
Yeah, I ate some salad because I knew I needed some food in my stomach. That little one scrambled eggs and that little slice of luncheon meat wasn't gonna work.
No.
Okay, I have a revisit, but it's a good one.
Yes.
The Guinness Extra Stout at 5.6%. It's since 1759, Dublin, Ireland. And if nothing else, it's world renowned because it's probably has the best distribution of any stout in the world. I think that's a fair statement.
No, we know that's the case.
And I'm going to pour it for everybody who's watching on StreamYard. And I go back to this over and over again because I don't think anything has the mass market appeal for a stout. If you ask somebody the question, what stouts have you tried? I think a lot of them will tell you Guinness. And it's a reputation over time, and the quality level really can't be questioned. But that's what it looks like. And when we come around to give our description, I've done it many times, and I will do it again.
Now, Murphy's is probably the second biggest distributed stout in the world.
More of a sessionable stout, right? More sessionable, just like Guinness. But yeah.
Yeah, it's 4%. So Murphy's is a guzzler, But they're probably, if you go to Ireland, they probably have Imperial Murphy's and all. I don't know. My daughter went to Ireland 7 years ago, and she was saying, we were in Cork. That's where they were stationed. She did this thing where the school pays for it, like this foreign learning, whatever. So I don't think it really cost her anything to go. They were hanging out in Cork, and they went to the Murphy's tour, the brewery, and they were like fascinated. And she said they drank it on draft at Cork, Ireland, right outside the brewery at a pub. And she said she likes the can Murphy's, it's fine. But she said the Murphy's on draft at the pub and at the brewery, there's no comparison. She said, it's like night and day. That's what she must be right. She was there. I wasn't there.
I would love to try Murphy's on tap. I never have.
Neither me. And I know the Murphy's Red Ale is good, but try finding that these days.
Yeah, the distribution of the Irish and Scottish products are really low in the United States. It should be better. But what can we do?
I
don't know.
It should be. BC should join us. Don't watch, join. Okay, I'm not going to show the website because there's not much to look at, honestly. The website for 7 Tap Brewing is just a list, like literally a list of what beers they got this week. And it was saying Madre Stout, and then the description was a stout with spices. So, I mean, that's I don't need to show you that. I mean, it's like
where's the name of the brewery located, Jay?
It's like looking at a restaurant menu. The 7th Tap Brewing Project of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay, all right. Here we go, boy.
So
it's like some of these websites that I go look at these beers. It's a brewery but brew house, and they'll give you really not much information. Whatever little snippet of stuff they give you, you just kind of go with it.
I'm not saying the website's bad. It's just there's nothing to it. Now, if you look at the can, though, this is nice, Greg. Oh, Greggy. Do you see what I'm showing you?
Yeah, 16 fluid ounces, 10% ABV, September.
And the date.
2021. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. September.
It's the date.
It's the date. Where's the date, guys? Where's the date?
Yeah, down here it says September 17th to be specific. So, woo, I'm so glad. Let me wipe my brow. Woo. I don't have to score it. I don't have to score 10% lower, even if it's right. Woo! Lucky me. Now, on with the review. And I'm going to update the comments, y'all. Don't worry. Now, this is a weird product, y'all. Check this out. What is the first thing you notice about this besides that it's dark brown? What do you notice?
The head subsided quickly.
There's no kind of head, and there's no lacing.
And there's not lacing on the side of the glass either.
Look like some kind of Coca-Cola. Now,
can you get any kind of head if you shake it, or it's like fizzy?
Nothing.
Okay.
When I poured it, I did a solo review before this because it's not like I have a bunch of cans lying around, and it went fizzed away. I say, oh boy. Now, so on appearance, it's like a C-. It looks bad. It's swishing around in the glass like water. If you saw this and didn't know what it was, you'd say, what kind of porter is that? That's what you would say. Oh, an interesting point. I did a review of the new Four Roses collaboration. Well, new from 2 years ago. Collaboration, Four Roses, Bourbon, and Brooklyn Black Ops can. And we use the word Brooklyn loosely because Michael can tell you it's really ought to be called what?
Let's call it Utica.
Yeah, Utica Brewing. Black Ops. And I said, man, this thing is thin like a porter, And then I read some written reviews and other people said, man, this thing's thin like a porter. And then I watched a video from their brewmaster, Garrett Oliver, and he says on the video, Black Ops is really more like a porter than a stout because the body's so thin. I'm like,
so why didn't you call it a porter then?
Right. That makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, right. Why call it an imperial stout? Why not call it an imperial porter with that thin body? Okay. The aroma here is rich spices, y'all. Spices. Chili and other things. And it even smell like banana. You notice that plantain on the label? and there's cocoa and cream and dark roasted malts. So as bad as it looks, it smells oh so great, like 100 out of 100. And I mean that. I mean that. And y'all know, look, you need to keep that Omicron quiet. All right. You know, I know it's mild,
good,
but
Jay,
come on. I know it's mild, but all right.
Cheers, Jay.
Cheers. Okay.
Cheers, Jay.
Now, BC, wait. I'm gonna let you in, BC. Just wait.
I'm about to put up my info on my stout.
Woo! Oh yeah. This thing here is tasting so good. Oh, so very good. I'm getting the plantain. I'm getting the chilies. I'm getting the chocolate. I'm getting the cream. I'm getting the dark roasted malt. I'm getting the heat kicking in, but I mean, you know, not really hot, but kicking in. Oh man, the body's thin and watery. The body's thin. The mouth feels watery. If this is a stout, I don't believe it. I don't think it's a stout. It's a porter. I don't care what you say, but it's 10%. So if you drink the whole can, you're gonna feel stout.
Call it an imperial porter, then. I mean that style does exist.
Right. I don't know why there's this reluctance. Maybe they think people won't buy it. I don't know. All right. No bitterness. Really, no bitterness. Semi-dry finish. It's got sweetness. You know, it's like a dessert beer. Well, I don't know what a mole stout's supposed to be like.
Mole sauce. It's kind of like a chocolate sauce. Mole they use for Mexican food, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's supposed to be like that with no head and no lacing or anything. But I'm gonna tell y'all, we can forgive a bad appearance if what?
If the taste is good.
Right. And it has a date, guys. So the flavor is dynamite. I'm really happy. I wish you and Jean, Michael and Jean and BC could taste this over the internet, but that technology does not yet exist where you can let people taste it.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Not in our lifetime. All right. There's BC's beer reviews. Old BC's beer reviews.
BC, how you doing?
Morning,
BC.
BC.
Good morning to you.
All right.
He's in Michigan, near Detroit, and BC, regardless of if it's what?
A bottle or can, a beer or a porter or a stout, I'm going to be reviewing it today.
And looks like you got a good one, BC. If I think what it is.
He's got big gun.
Yeah.
Good Goose. I'm all tongue tied this morning. Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout.
Excellent. One of the best right now in the market by far.
This was the 2020 edition.
About 20 minutes, you're going to be a lot more tongue tied, believe me.
Now, this one comes in at a 14, I think 14.6. I know it's a 14.
No, 14.0.
No, he's got a 2020, Jay.
Yeah, I got a 2020 edition, yeah.
So he's got a year on that bottle.
Yeah, so on the back it says 14.6.
Oh, you about to get real tongue-tied. You about to get
yeah, I'm glad I didn't break out that odd sides 11th anniversary one. That was a 17.6. So
we're gonna go back to Jean in a minute. Let's just let you pour this.
Yeah, it's smelling pretty good.
I tell you, it was worth the price. 14%. When I bought this, it was $14.99. I know I'll say, ouch, mercy, the price killed me for that one bottle. But man, oh man, how good that thing was. Super.
$20. So I don't know why it's so high up here, but yeah.
Dorgnax, 25, no, more like 28 miles from me. Dorgnax has the 2019, the 2020, and the 2021, about literally dozens of each, or at least a dozen of each. $10.99 a bottle.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Let me repeat that for you. $10.99 $14.99
I'm falling out of my chair. Oh my God.
I'm making a trip down there. That's all there is to it.
Isn't David going to restock his cellar with that? I'm surprised he didn't go with his
No,
truck.
no, because he's got so much in the stock right now. It's a joke, and he's all turned off on Bourbon County. He's always attacking it, criticizing it.
Why?
Saying
It's one of the best. It's by far right. Only thing that comes close to it is the 1050, the bourbon barrel age, which I haven't been able to find yet from Oscar Blues.
But yeah, but to be fair though, he makes a good point. It always tastes the same every year, pretty much. So he's like, why do I keep buying this? You know, it tastes the same. He likes to try different things, but go look at his museum, and then you're gonna figure out why he's not buying anything new.
No, I understand.
If I'm David, I just keep it, age it for a good while, until time to pop it out.
His idea of a good while is like your whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. So another barrel aged stout that I'm drinking may not be high in ABV as the Goose Island Bourbon County. Another bourbon barrel stout is the Dragon's Milk Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, which is 11%. New Holland Brewing Company in Michigan. Of course, BC, you know where that brewery is, I'm sure.
Yep, I've had that beer. It's a really good beer. I enjoy that beer.
Yes, and I've had it too many times as well. I've reviewed it on my channel, and
Yeah,
I bought it yesterday for Stout Sunday. I was out in the street. It was raining, so I said, let me go pick some stuff up, and then boom, right there, and picked up that one bottle. I think it cost me about like $5 for the bottle. So for this,
generally stuff like that. I generally try to pick up the 4 for a couple.
Yeah. So as you can see,
what website I brought up?
Yeah, I is it true? Paps has his hands on this thing.
On what? Dragon's Milk?
Yeah. I think I've looked down the bottom. There it is, right there on the bottom, right there. I see it. Dragon's Milk.
Yeah.
I knew they had their hand on it somehow, in ownership, but again, they'll let the breweries do their own thing.
Yeah, I hope they do that with the Bell. You know what I mean?
Stuff, So, but yeah, aged stout. Immediately, folks, drinking this, you get the flavors of coffee right away. You get the flavors of the caramel, the coffee, the chocolate. Immediately, and there's a sense of vanilla in that oak, that bourbon, with the oak that had bourbon in it, but we guess all the residue that's in that oak barrel, and it's just is right there, and it's just making it so good. And I'm looking at here on the website in terms of food pairings with this. I just think it's kind of hard to pair fruit with it. Only thing that will come to mind is maybe as a late night thing, or maybe mix it up with maybe with a chocolate cake or sort of torte or whatever. Looking at here on the website, it says Dragon Milk Simple Syrup. They use this for French onion dip. I guess it's maybe as one of the recipes in there. And I'm looking at another one called the recipe for Dragon's Milk Reserve Maple Oak Hobo Pies. And then also they use this as another cocktail for a Dragon's Milk White Whiskey Sour. Some interesting cocktails and recipes I'm looking at here on this website are like, food wise, I guess. And then even another one pairing it with a ribeye, which I could see pairing with a ribeye. That would be kind of good. Hopefully my ribeyes, like any steak, I like my steak cooked medium rare, little onions on top and some mushrooms. So, but anyway, this is by far a good one. Never been disappointed in this. Just all those flavors that are there, and it's just a fabulous cocktail or late night, nightcap going to bed. Don't again, even at 11%. Don't want to do anything else, folks. You want to go lay down and rest. You don't want to do nothing else, and you don't even think about getting up and hitting the streets, because there will not be good things will take place from that if you make that decision. So So overall, very good. I'm gonna have my score coming up shortly. The coffee chocolate flavor is just immense, and that vanilla flavor in there, it balanced it out too. So everything's about evenly balanced with all three flavors. So just a great stout. Yeah.
Jay is going to
Hold on a
shift me
second.
soon.
Trying to shift me out of the
Yeah,
picture.
hold on.
It's Jay again.
Jean's out of the picture.
The only question now with Dragon's Milk, by what I showed you, is who actually owns Dragon's Milk. That makes me wonder, but I don't care. You know, as long as it tastes good, I'm like, y'all, I don't care. But
I'm the same way. As long as right.
It's not listed on Pabst's website for no reason.
Yeah. I say as long as if it's under Pabst ownership, fine. As long as they keep their hands off the brewery, let them do their thing, everything's good.
Jay, I think it at least means that Pabst owns a percentage of New Holland. We don't know what percentage it is. It has to be enough where they allow them to put it on their website, whatever it is. You know, they may not own 50%, but whatever it is, it's enough. The other thing I saw that was interesting when you put that up, the IBUs are only 30. That seems very low. And maybe that lends into your theory about it being a little bit not, in other words, being a little bit lighter on the mouthfeel, that it's not a substantial stout like some of the other barrel aged ones.
That was the first Imperial Stout I tried that had that porter mouthfeel. I tried it and I said, this thing is like a porter, And I said that years ago, and people kind of ignored what I said, but I thought, I don't know, there's something funny about this,
Well, I actually think there's something to the marketing end of it, where they think people, when they go to their bottle shop or to their place where they buy beer and they see a porter, they don't give it the same consideration that they would a stout. So it's like it has more power to the consumer if it's a stout. But if the mouthfeel is like a porter, why can't you call it a porter? If that's what it is, that's what it is, And we know the theory that every stout is a porter, but every porter is not a stout. So it's just, I think we get into a semantic game, which I guess will never come to.
11, yeah.
But still, it's an imperial
11%,
porter.
Come on.
It could still be an imperial porter by what the mouthfeel is,
Right.
the IBUs, the way, you're viewing it. But whatever it is, and we have to, live with it. Okay, so anyway, as Jay is putting up the Guinness Extra Stout at 5.6%, and this is their flagship brew of all the things that they do brew, and it's Adagio, right? Adagio is the owner.
No, Diageo.
Diageo. It's with a D. Okay, it's Diageo, and I don't know what their distribution is worldwide, but it has to be in the billions of dollars. But I don't know exactly how much it is.
Hey, Michael, yes. You look in the back of the bottle. Does it says malt liquor on it?
No,
because it was a time.
No malt liquor.
Right.
You know what it does? You know what it does say? Product of Ireland ale is what the back of it says here. Anyway.
Ale now, okay. It used
doesn't
to say
malt liquor on it.
Yeah.
Also, it's claiming to be bold, and bold is a rough word, but I think it's by the years it's been out there and how consistent it's been. I think you can say it's bold. I think I can accept that it's bold. And as we've discussed all the time, it's in this 11.2 ounce bottle, and we don't like it. We want them to up this to a 12 ounce bottle, and that's what we want. But I mean, I don't think they're going to cower to my threat. So I think it's going to remain in an 11. But anyway, it's worldwide, world renowned. Everybody's had this beer, I think, pretty much. Unless you're a macro drinker and don't drink any stouts, you've had it, and it's a great beer. I mean, there's no way around it. And
a few times.
And if you haven't been to a bar where they have Guinness on tap and can watch them do this classic pour, it's worth doing. Any place you can go where they have it, it is wonderful on tap. So for people who have not done that, it's pretty astounding to watch it and to drink it. You notice there's a lot of information on it that Jay is showing you.
We surprised an entire industry by being the first brewer to hire scientists to head up a groundbreaking research lab. And they talked about how they invented the nitro widget. And
I can tell a quick Guinness. Jay, I can tell a quick Guinness story, which I may have told, maybe not.
Right.
When they were doing after they came out with the widget in the can on it's funny that I can't even think of the name. You may even know it. There is a boat at 42nd Street, which is permanently harbored there. It's a naval, it's a USS famous Intrepid, the Intrepid. Okay, that's there permanently. So what Guinness did is they rented the deck of the Intrepid to give you free beer. As you go down there, they had lots of people, pouring out and giving it to you. And then after you drank a lot, you went downstairs and they showed you the widget cans for the first time. This goes back. This must be, how long have the widget cans been out? Jay, do you have any idea?
Since 1992.
Okay, so it shows you that's how many years back. We're talking about 30 years ago now, almost. Yeah. I was on the deck of the Intrepid, and you went down, and the thing that was shocking to me is there was like a panel, and they set it aside, and you were comparing the Guinness draft out of this widget can, and before that, they had another product that they had before the widget. There was a draft version, but it wasn't with the widget, and you were supposed to tell them what the differences were in the taste. And it was obviously much better because it was, nitrogenized with the widget, and the other one is carbon dioxide, so it doesn't have a chance. And it was obviously better. And I just remember the evening. It was a wonderful evening. I went with my friend, and we really had a good time. But basically, after you left, you were just like, your legs were kind of rubbery, because even at lower alcohol, if you drink enough of it, it still will get to you.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, let's get to this Guinness. As you can see, contrary to Jay's, this head is staying. And it's got nice lacing and really good head retention. It's a tan head, and it's very creamy looking. Let me get a nose on it. Okay, get dark roasted malts, really strong. Little background coffee note, maybe some dark chocolate. But you can just tell that it's quality brew just by the way it looks. And you get nice carbonation coming up the side. And another thing, this is going to be fresh most of the time, too. A lot of the beer you buy in some stores, they don't rotate it. This is so readily shipped that you'll never find a bad bottle of Guinness. But anyway, let me taste it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
The taste follows the nose. Very dark, roasty malt taste. It's 5.6, which I guess is a little bit above session, but there's no booziness to it. You get a stout taste. And I can understand why this is a stout and not a porter, because the mouthfeel is more medium. It's not watery. It's substantial. It's not heavy and syrupy like some of the bourbon barrel aged stuff, but it's medium mouthfeel. Goes down very easy. You could drink a lot of this. I just think it's an amazing product, and the fact that they can be consistent with something they came out with years ago and can keep doing it, and you can't blame them for doing it. It's a big seller for them. I highly recommend it. And if you are a macro drinker, try the draft version first. I think it's 4.2, just because it would be easier on you than this. But, this is not a hard sell or anything like that. If you can go to a dark beer, this would be a good one to try. And I recommend it. I'll be back with a number when we come back around.
Do you remember back when Guinness Extra Stout was brewed in New Brunswick, Canada, and it was 6%?
I never got to try that variety of it. In all the time.
We used to get that all the time. Yeah, we used to get, that's the one that used to say malt liquor, but it was from New Brunswick, Canada. And then they decided they wanted to import it from Ireland straight to the United States. So we started getting the 5.6.
Hey, quick question, guys. The brewery that they build that they did in Baltimore. Anything coming out of there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you something later on. Just be patient. You're gonna see.
BC, I've had the 20
Just
before,
be
so
patient.
I'd like to hear what you have to say about it.
Okay. On here, definitely getting the alcohol smell off of here, and definitely getting dark roasted malts off of it.
You're gonna get that.
So that's basically all I'm really getting off of this as far as smells go. I mean, the alcohols is you can tell it's there.
You can get ready for the taste. That will be something different.
Yeah. I've already had a couple of sips of this already, so I mean, I know sometimes when you get these things right when they come out, it's pretty bad. I wouldn't say it's pretty bad, but it's definitely strong when you first get them. And since this is about a year old or so, I've got to admit this is kind of mellowed out just a little bit. So as far as taste
Now,
goes,
BC,
yeah.
excuse me. Do you see where I'm showing the website right now?
Yeah, the Bourbon County 2020 edition. Yeah. What is that?
If you notice, they give you a list of the malts: 2-row, black malt, caramel, chocolate, Munich 10 roasted barley. They give you the IBU 60, Millennium hops. But you notice one thing they don't list?
The APV.
And Michael can tell us why that is. Why don't they list the alcohol on this?
Because in certain states you can't ship more than 14%. So this way it saves them time, I guess, in their marketing. BC's in Michigan where you can, so he can get it. You can get it in Louisiana, but John can't get it in Georgia. That year he couldn't anyway.
Right. So in some states, it's not 14.6. In some states, it might have been 13.2 or something like that. So it varied. Okay, back to BC.
I think in this year that BC's drinking, they made none of the base version that was less than 14%. So Georgia got none. Zero of they got some variants, but they didn't get the base beer at all. This year, they were smart enough to do it at exactly 14%. So now most of the country could get it. But John, Alabama can't get it. They don't go up to 14%.
No, 13.9. 13.9% is in Alabama. Georgia is at 14 right there, and then it stops right there.
Right. So Alabama couldn't get the 2021. So
if they wanted to, but, you know.
Well, wait. You know what Mississippi's limit is? 10.
And remember, Mississippi, even though Prohibition had passed in 1933, it took them until 30 years later in 63 to say, okay, we'll start selling alcohol in Mississippi.
But explain to me, you can get hard alcohol there. So what's the difference if it goes higher than 10? It's ridiculous.
I don't know. But do you know alcohol of any sort was illegal in Mississippi until 1963. No alcohol in Mississippi. All right.
This stuff is scary to me.
Bootlegging was popular. Bootleg.
Oh yeah, very popular.
So BC, let us know what's there.
Okay, here we go. Enough of the jibber jabber. Let's see how this bad boy tastes.
Cheers.
Cheers, BC.
Cheers. We got I want to say it's a little bit more than a medium mouthfeel. Definitely getting that char off of there. The alcohol is there, but it's not as strong as I remember when I first time tried this last year. Getting some of that caramel in there. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet. But it's, to me, a nice contrast compared to the alcohol that's in there. The dark malts are coming out good. And you're really tasting that char off of this as well. So it's overall a really good made beer. I mean, when I poured it, the head basically just disappeared. There's no lacing to it at all whatsoever.
Do you find it to be boozy?
Yeah, it is boozy. Yeah. Not as boozy as when I first had it, but yeah, it's still boozy though. But yeah, I enjoy it. So wish I could get that as low as some other guys for $20 a bottle.
Oh, yeah, $10.99. I might go buy some more bottles for $10.99.
Yeah,
Does,
see,
does Dornax limit how many you can buy at a time, or if you decided to buy them out, it would allow it? So if you came with your truck, and you said, "I'm buying all 36 of these from all 3 years. I have, big credit card or check, or I don't know, you have cash with you." They would say, "Good job, Mr. Therio. Take it away."
Come back anytime.
They'd say buy the whole stash.
Wow.
Because they probably got more. They probably got more.
Limit here. The variants are limited here. They'll sell as much of the regular one here, but the variants, they'll only let you buy one bottle at a time.
It's like Mathern's over here. If you got the money, you got the beer. You know what I mean? No limit.
Well, Louisiana is cool in that way. I like that about Louisiana. Give me the cash and I'll give you the beer.
Right. In Louisiana, the only limit is on what you're willing to buy. Now, I'm not saying some stores don't have, there may be some stores that have that. Now, I'll give you an example. Like Mathern's does have a limit on their bourbon because you can't get it. Like the Eat Rare, you had to get on a waiting list. And I saw when I was buying some groceries the other day, they had a man's name on a piece of paper with a piece of tape with his phone number. And that was so they could call him and say, your Eagle Rare is here. But they can't get it. They'd be lucky if they can get 2 cases of it. But if there was no shortage of Eagle Rare, which I think is a shortage done on purpose, yeah, they wouldn't care. You could buy it. Like if you went to Mathern's today and said, "I'm going to buy every bottle of Johnny Walker Red Label you got," buy it all. All right. In Bourbon County, you can buy all the Bourbon County. They've got the Cherry Wood at $16.99. They got the Bourbon County for $12.99, and they got the Coca-Cola or the Cola brand, which I'm not paying $20.99 for a bottle that tastes like cola. Buy that.
Neither will I.
Here you go, Beer Hound Bill in California. Okay, Beer Hound, you've been harassing me for 2 years. I did it, Beer Hound. I bought it. I did it for you. And I paid $13.99.
Jay, is that going to be in a Dawn Buster soon?
Well, maybe in a few months. But this is Bill, the Beer Hound's favorite blended whiskey. So he kept insisting, "When are you going to buy it? When are you going to buy it?" I was like, "Oh, okay." So I don't have a nervous breakdown. I'll buy it. All right. So I got it at Total Wine and More for $13.99. Okay. All right. Tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to give this beer a high score. I'm going to give, even though the appearance is questionable, and even though the mouthfeel is even more questionable, and even though the claim of it being a stout is extremely questionable, that's the most watery stout I ever had. I do have to admit that the flavor is dynamite, and I wish I hadn't run out. It's all gone now. Y'all drink it all. I'm going to score this thing a 97 out of 100. It is really good. So if you see it for $4.99, buy it. Don't even hesitate. But being that it's from Shreveport, Louisiana, you're probably never going to see it. As far as promos, I got the Kessler coming up in a few months by request. So it just goes to show you, if people badger me enough, I'll get something. And many months from now, this was a Christmas gift from David Garlapede, New York's oldest whiskey distillery.
Okay.
This is from Kings County, New York. And it's called Kings County Peated Bourbon. It's the world's first bourbon made with peated malt. So they're trying to make it like a scotch. Mike might know about Kings County because Michael lives in Kings County.
I know where the distillery is. I didn't know they made a peated bourbon like that.
Something new. So David bought this for me for Christmas, and eventually I'm going to try. It's got a little booklet on here, hanging on here about all about it, which I'll read. eventually. It's got a real cork. It's not some kind of like rubberized thing. But Michael lives in Kings County because Kings County is
the borough of Brooklyn.
And Queens County is Queens. All right.
I'll be right back. Let me turn this
All
on.
right.
Now, as far as promos, Tuesday morning at dawn, I've got Bacardi Gold. Well, everybody can get Bacardi Gold. That's like Guinness. Anybody can get Bacardi Gold. Common, right? But I was at a liquor store earlier this year, and I ran across this Bacardi Major Laser. It's a Cuban
like sci-fi show or something.
No, it's a Cuban band, Latino band, and they made this in collaboration with Major Lazer, Cuban music band, and it only was on the market for a couple of years. And I found the bottle. I could have bought a lot of bottles, but they had this at Acuista Paces in Covington, Louisiana, and I got this bottle for $7.99. Now that's the deal of the century. The deal of the century. All right.
Sale of the century. Yes.
Yeah, and I want to show y'all a couple of more things. Okay, so hold on, and then we're gonna go to y'all. Okay.
All right. So,
wait. I got some things to show you. Hold on.
Okay. So,
We're doing the show and tell portion right after our score.
right.
I wonder if Reed's gonna break out Dickie again.
Yeah. I'm about to get out in a little bit and go walk the streets a little bit. Probably stop at my brother's house, watch some games, and so it's been a good weekend.
John, our team is going to get pasted by the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think so today too. I'm hoping to keep it close. We could play spoiler, but the way the Cowboys are playing,
close would be great. It does not look good.
No, but all I want to hear is those words. Today, we have relieved David Gettleman of his duties as general manager.
No, it won't happen until the season's over. The Giants don't operate that way.
Okay, that's true.
All right.
He will be relieved of his duties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I found something I hadn't seen in 8 years. Sorry, 8 years. Yesterday, I was at Total Wine, and I was like, I heard about it, but I didn't believe I'd ever see it again.
Shock top.
Twisted pretzel. I've never seen twisted pretzel.
Wow.
Jay, that's a rarity.
Not no more. It's around.
All I see is the Belgian white, and that's it from Shock Top. But I don't see the twisted pretzel. Very rarely. So
wow. $8.
Lucky you, man.
What's the ABV?
And
is that the same ABV as the regular Shock Top?
I think so. I think Shock Top's 5.2. This is 5. Now, here's what else I saw at Total Wine. I bought a 4-pack. It cost me $17.49 for the 4-pack. Get ready. Don't catch a heart attack now.
Ooh.
Guinness chocolates. Wow. What's the date, man? Give me the date.
Chocolate mint. Wow.
What's the date? What's the date, Jay? It has to be fresh.
Okay, hold on. Brewed and bottled in Baltimore, Maryland. Of course, 11.2 ounces.
Why? It's American made. That's wrong.
Yeah, right. Right. I know that's wrong. And it was 10% alcohol, and the date is, well, guys, I don't see the guys.
No.
I don't think Greg is going to be happy, Jay.
No, I don't believe he will be. Well, there's no date, but at 10%, what difference does it make? It just hit the market. The date
It has to be relatively new because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in the stores yet. So
it's probably from a couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago. Brewed with mint, aged in bourbon barrels, and finished with cocoa. A brew of minty, malty
this is gonna be
sweetness.
awesome.
It better be awesome for that price. All right.
I would, Jay, I would pay that for a 4-pack of that. I would pay that price.
$17.49.
I would pay it.
$17.49. Okay.
Because I have faith in Guinness as a brewer that it's going to be good and that the mint is going to be good. That's I would pay. I would pay that.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't buy a lot of it, but I would buy one 4-pack.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's interesting. Hopefully because of the distribution, and they know the distribution is pretty good, that will trickle its way down to other parts. Since you got it where you were, Jay, hopefully it definitely will be in Georgia sooner than later, if not right now. Depends on where I go in Georgia to get it. Duluth and over here in Doraville, maybe. Dunwoody, I haven't seen it, but I'll definitely have to check it out because that's a stout that I would definitely love to try. I've always been saying since they moved their brewery to Maryland, Baltimore, which I thought was a good decision to do, just kind of at least keep the American imprint of Guinness going. So, but in any event, I'm down to my last swallow of this stout of the Dragon's Milk by New Holland. Very good. What more can you say? I've already said all the things I need to say about this stout. 11%, perfect nightcap stout to have. All the flavors of coffee, chocolate, vanilla, the residue of the barrel of the oak barrel of the bourbon in that oak barrel makes this stout just superb to consume and drink. So I'm gonna go A. So this is a 93 out of 100 score.
Okay.
All right. That's just about where I would score.
Yeah.
John, do you have any show and tell?
Yes. Yes. I just uploaded a video of the Anger Celebrator. Inger. Sorry for that. I'm always butchering with names, so I uploaded that on my channel, so that should be ready to view right now. I still got the stout that Wayne had sent us to review. I got the Baltica Porter, and also I did the Winter Warmer Ale yesterday. We reviewed it the other day. I uploaded yesterday, so that's also on my channel. Let's see, Winter Warmer Ale and this and that, and Baltica Porter. And I guess there's a stout that I did. And hold on one second. Let me take a look. My memory tends to be so. But yeah, the stout and the Baltica Porter. Those are probably my only two beers I have left to review. So as far as that, I'll probably be reviewing something before Christmas. Who knows? I may get the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. Even I did it with John on that Wednesday night, and Michael, you were there too for that.
I was a witness. Yes,
that was a fun time. Really enjoyed it. I love that stout. So I'll find something to review this week. But to all of you, a happy Merry Christmas, and enjoy time with family and friends. Enjoy, despite all that's going on with the scandemic, as my good friend Mr. T likes to say.
That's right.
Enjoy your time with family and friends. So,
okay,
good beer.
Oh wait, I got Michael. I'm sorry. Wait, I got Michael.
It's okay. I'm fine. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so
BC,
I'm going.
Do you have a number? Do you have a number on that one?
Yeah, I do. I'm giving this one a 98.
Okay.
98.
That's what I gave that one. I gave that one about the same score, 98 out of 100.
Okay, so anyway, people who are watching, it's famous, it's well known, it's distributed to everybody in the world, I think. I don't know, maybe not everybody in the world, but to most of our world, it goes. And I'm going to give it a 94. I have given it a 95 before, so I fluctuate a little depending on the day, but it's consistently good and it's highly recommended. And as you can see, no more. It's gone. Okay, for show and tell, and I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I'm going to show it again. When I do my next Thursday gathering of my people, and I've been doing it, I did a Bourbon County 2016 the last time, and it went over well. It was 5 years old. This is from Mother Earth Brewing in Kinson, North Carolina, and it's called Silent Night, and it's an imperial stout. Let's see what they say, in oak barrel. So it's not descriptive of anything else going on. Anyway, this one, and I've mentioned this before, was brewed in November of 2014, which means it has over 7 years on it. And we're going to find out how well these things hold up over time. It is 9%. And when I sell her stuff, it has to be more than 8 or else I won't even sell her. So this is 9. It's not one of these killers, that's 14 and 15, which I think would probably hold up better if there's more alcohol in it. But you never know. It's lower alcohol. You can't see through the bottle to see how it is. And also, even if you could see it, you couldn't tell at this stage till you open it if it's vinegar and has turned. But we're going to find out in January what the story is with this. And I'm hoping for a big group. So, it's 25.4 ounces in this bottle. So I'm hoping that the group can all get this. And I'm hoping it's offering a coffee aroma. I think that's going to be gone. I don't think there's going to be any coffee in this anymore. Because I think, isn't coffee supposedly one of the first things that fades when you sell her? You don't usually keep the coffee.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out firsthand what flavors are less, and that's it. 7 years, certainly it should be on the edge. Now, to be fair to me, I've only had this for 2 years. My nephew sat on it for 5, and when he gave it to me, I don't think he realized that it was as old as it was. He thought it was maybe a 16 or a 17, and I looked at it and I says, "No, Craig, it's a 14." And I've sat on it for another 2 years, but I'm going to have it. I mean, as long as the crowd is enough people where I think it's worth it, I'm going to have it in January. If not, I could push it back to February if it's less people. But we're a couple of months in between where it's only 4 weeks. It's funny, from December to January, we get a bonus week the way the month works out, where it's 31 days in December. So it jumps to the next month. So I have an extra week to wait. I like it when it's 4 weeks, a month. Sometimes in between there's 5 weeks break. But I'm excited about this, and as Jay's calling it, a scamdemic, whatever you want to call it, there's still people dying, and I hope it slows down. Whatever's going on, I hope it gets better, and wish everybody season's greetings, and enjoy the holidays. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to be hitting some of this high alcohol items, kind of stay in your house and just enjoy. But enjoy the holiday season.
Good decision.
See you in future gatherings.
Stay home. If you're going to get wild on the good stuff, stay home.
As far as shout out or show and tells, I did Modelo Especial yesterday on my channel. It's already up.
I got that on my later list. Yeah, I got that on my list.
Okay. As far as shout outs go, later on today, I got that barbecue beer banter show with James at 3:00 today. As far as my Wednesday show goes, I'm really gonna have to stock up on some beers, but I don't know what I'm gonna be doing yet at this moment. But I'm definitely gonna have something on my Wednesday show. As far as Saturday goes, same thing. I'm gonna have to make something up. So that's basically it for me as far as shout outs or show and tells go. So thanks for having me on here, guys. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Jay, I'm going to have to head out. Are you going to wrap this up quickly?
Yeah, I want to show y'all something. I know everybody's got to go. I want to show y'all something. We almost to an hour. Wednesday night at 7:30 Eastern, we've got beers for the holidays. So get ready for beers for the holidays. And
now that's St. Arnold, which is outside.
That's a good one.
This is in Houston, Texas, down right outside of downtown Houston. This is 7.4% alcohol. Oh, sorry, 7.5. Bought this yesterday. So I got a lot of Christmas holiday beers ready to roll. So join us if you like. Friday, we got Fandango Friday with liqueurs. And I don't know how many people are going to join on Christmas Eve. It might just be me. But we're going to have to start a little bit late that day, I think. Maybe at 7 o'clock Eastern instead of 6:30. But that'll be all right. All right. Well, y'all take care now. And anybody else got anything else to say?
Everybody be safe over the holidays because some
Yeah.
people do not take the high regard to getting behind the wheel. So be
You
really
come
careful.
over, watch some games with you.
I was about to say, drink responsibly out there, guys.
Go to a party. Make sure you come back with an Uber or some other means if you can't drive.
Yep. Get a designated driver or something.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, I guess Merry Christmas. If I don't see you beforehand, Happy New Year.
Same to everybody.
Enjoy.
Take care, everybody.